What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the synths from Sound of the Drums by Armin van Buuren. This one is for my main man, Dominic Hill, my 400th subscriber. Keep subscribing because I am going to do this for every 100 subscribers, so if you are the 500th, then I will do a tutorial of your choice. Alright, so this is what it's going to sound like at the end here. So we're going to start off with this one, the main synth. Let's get going here. Go ahead and pull up a Sylenth. And then initialize the preset. Alright. So, starting in oscillator A1, it's going to be a saw wave. Gotta pull it up to 8 voices, and then keep the retrig button on. Moving over to oscillator A2, this one's going to be a square wave. It's going to have 4 voices. Retrig button's going to stay on, and you're going to pull the octave down to -1. Going over to part B. It's going to be a saw wave. It's going to have all 8 voices. The retrig button is going to stay on, and you're going to pull this one down to -1 as well. In oscillator B2, it's going to be a noise wave. It's going to have 1 voice, and you're going to pull the volume pretty much all the way down here. Let's see here. Pull it to about 1. You should be good there. Alright. Now go back to part A. And then you're going to go into filter A. It's going to be a AB input select, and you want to go to a band pass. You're going to pull the cutoff to about 30. So right there. And this is important, the cutoff on this, because the band pass is very sensitive. So be careful with that. Alright, you should have this so far. Alright. Now you want to go into the distortion. Go ahead and turn that on. It's going to be an overdrive, so it should already be on that, but if it's not, put on overdrive. The amount's going to be 7.9, about right there. Alright, and the dry wood is going to be all the way on. You should have this. As you can tell, that's starting to sound a lot like it. Now we just need to add a few things. We're just going to add the EQ. Go ahead and turn that on. It's going to be a 1 pole. You're going to take the bass, pull it down to about 5.6, take the bass frequency, pull that up to about 180, take the treble, pull that up to about 9.6, and then the treble frequency I'm going to pull down to about 1700. So you should have this. Alright, now the delay, turn on the delay. You want to pull the decay left and right to 1/4 triplet. This means it's going to be a quarter note triplet. So it should say 1/4 T. Then the low cut and the high cut you want to pull up to halfway. And then the dry wet you want to pull up just a bit to about 60%. You should have this. Alright, now go ahead and turn the reverb on. This side, it should be perfect. Like, this is a perfect reverb for this synth. And then just turn the compressor on. That's all you have to do. Don't even look at it. I mean, you can if you want to, but this is what it looks like. But it should be stock. So this is what you should have at the end with this one. Alright, now moving on to the second one. Go ahead and pull up another Sylenth here. This one is pretty simple. This is just going to be the saw wave that goes on top of it. Alright, so go ahead and initialize the preset. So let's just get all this out of the way. They're all going to be saw waves. So just go into each one, A1, A2, B1, B2, turn them all to saw waves. You're going to pull them all up to 8 voices. So once you do that, you should have this. Then you're going to turn all the retrig buttons off. What that does is it makes it so it doesn't start it in the same place, so it's just a nice, it doesn't have the same place it starts in every time, so it's going to be randomized, which makes it kind of give it that saw noise. So that's what you should have when you turn them off. Alright, then you want to take all of the detunes, pull them up to about 3.3. You should have this. Alright. Then, let's see. In part B, you want to take both of the oscillators and pull them down to -1. Then you want to take the panning, so the pan on oscillator B1, you want to pull to -2.4, and on the right one pull to 1.24, and then so -1.24 and +1.24 on each of those. And then you want to take the fine tuning on the oscillator B1, pull it up to 0.09, and then take the oscillator B2, pull that to -0.09. Okay, then in part A, you want to take the panning and on each one, so yeah, an oscillator A1, you want to pull this to -3.14. That's what I have it at. And then the oscillator A2, pull it to +3.14. What this is just doing is it's just giving it a full sound. It's spreading out the sound and making it fill out your headphones or your speakers or whatever you're playing it through. Alright, and then the fine tuning, you want to pull the fine tuning on oscillator A1 to -0.05, and then oscillator A2 up to +0.05. This is just detuning it just a slight bit, just to give it more of that super saw sound. Alright, this is what you should have. Alright, now we're going to go into the EQ. Let's go ahead and turn that on. You're going to pull the bass down to about 5.5, the bass frequency down to about 60, Then the treble, and pull up to about pull it up to 9.5, and then pull the treble frequency down to about 1800. And then go ahead and turn the reverb on and turn the compressor on. That's all you need to do, and this is what you should have. Alright, done with that. Now we're going to move on to the bass here. This is incredibly simple. Go ahead and pull up a Sylenth and initialize the preset. Then an oscillator A1, it's going to be a saw wave. It's going to be all 8 voices. Retrig button is going to be turned off. And the detune you're going to pull up to about 4.3. And then the octave you want to pull down to -2. Then in filter A, you're going to keep the input select on A, and then you're going to pull it to a low pass filter. And then you should be done. This is what you should have. Alright. And then once we're all done, this should be the final product. Alright. Once again, thank you, Dominic Hill, for being my 400th subscriber. Keep subscribing, because once again, I'm going to keep doing that. Check me out on SoundCloud. Check me out on Facebook. Like me on Facebook. I'm starting to get into that. I've got my first show booked. I'm pretty excited about that. And follow me on Twitter. Do all that fun stuff. Like I said, keep subscribing. I'm going to start doing a lot more videos now that it's summertime and I have a lot more time now that I'm out of school. So, keep sending all that stuff you'd like to hear, and I'll start doing polls on Facebook and stuff so I could see what you guys want to do. So, have a great day, and I will see you next time.